Could this be the world's most Instagrammable destination? If you've spent any time on the travel side of Instagram, you've undoubtedly come across stunning photos and videos of the hot air balloons in Cappadocia, Turkey. Instagram would have you believe that hot air balloons are the sole draw of this region. But no. What makes Cappadocia famous is what everyone in the hot air balloons is looking at: the otherworldly landscapes. When you come to Cappadocia, it feels like you're on another planet. The region is full of soft volcanic rock that over time has been shaped by erosion into unreal-looking cones, towers, valleys, and caves. The people of Cappadocia carved homes, churches, and hiding places right into these landscapes. Many of them were early Christians who fled persecution from the Romans and then later from raiding Muslims. This was our family's first time ever in Cappadocia, and while we took plenty of photos while we were here, we discovered that there was a lot more to this destination than beautiful visuals. Good morning, it is almost 5 a.m. and we are about to go meet everybody downstairs. We're going for our hot air balloon ride. So we got into Cappadocia very late last night. Our flight was like 7:30. By the time we got here, it was like 10:30. So we had dinner at 10:30 and then finally got settled in here and basically crashed around 11:30. So we're operating on just a few hours of sleep, but I'm excited to see the landscape here. The funny thing about getting to a place at nighttime is that you have no idea what it looks like. So I think that's going to be gradually revealed to us as the day goes on.
Ready?
Yeah. Woo!
One, two,
Cheers, family.
Mommy, cheers me.
Cheers to our third hot air balloon ride. Sparkling apple juice with cherry juice.
I am a real woman right now.
Look, we got a flight certificate to prove that we did it. We are at the Goreme Open Air Museum right now, and this is actually one of the first ever sites to be on the UNESCO World Heritage Sites list. I think it originated in the 4th century. A group of Christian monks decided that they would live here communally and, live this sort of austere religious life. From 4th century on, they lived here until the 12th century when the Turks came, and then they were not such a big fan of the Christians, and you kind of know what happened after that. But yeah, it's very cool to see this incredibly old historical site. Okay, so these little compartments are actually like pigeon coops because the monks would use pigeon droppings as fertilizer for whatever that they were growing. It usually looks more like this, where it's covered, but over time the front walls have been eroded, so now you can see all the way inside. After touring the Goreme Open Air Museum, we stopped by a few scenic lookouts around Cappadocia. And we visited Pasabag Valley, or Monk's Valley, which has some of the most striking mushroom-shaped fairy chimneys in the whole region. Then we had lunch and Serge got to try one of Cappadocia's signature dishes, testi kebab, or pottery kebab in English. It's a stew of meat, tomatoes, and vegetables cooked in a clay pot. What you got there? Think this is big enough? Is it a magic carpet?
I can show you the world. Shining shimmer. My face blend. Oh, you're killing it. No, you killed it.
That's such a small little carpet.
Guys, we lost her. Let's just have a moment of silence.
I don't want to.
We headed to the Güray Ceramic Museum. Here you can find pottery and ceramics ranging from 5000 BC all the way to contemporary works. The museum also has galleries with ceramics for sale and on-site pottery workshops where they demonstrate traditional techniques.
This is so famous in Cappadocia. At the last time, to the Hittite civilization, they were filling this one with wine and leave on the hill. When the sunlight passed, they believed to be blessed, holy. After that, they service like this for respect. Now our master will show us this part, body part, how we are making this one.
Wow. By the way, our family is visiting 22 cities in 2022, and Istanbul was the 18th one we visited so far. That trip happened right before this one to Cappadocia, and we've linked that video below. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on the next city we'll be visiting. Okay, it is 6:30 a.m. We came out here to do a photo shoot. And man, it is much more treacherous than it looks on Instagram. First of all, there's like brambles everywhere. So let me show you on my dress. So look, they're all stuck to my dress.
They were all over my pants, so I had to remove them, and they went into my foot, and they were in my hair.
And then also it's like very sandy. So there's all these like inclines that you gotta like scramble up and down.
They're folded too. This isn't even the worst of it.
Editing Carmen, jumping in here to explain that normally we never drag the girls out of bed for 6 a.m. photo shoots. This was the rare occasion we did it because unfortunately hot air balloons only fly at sunrise. So if you want them in your shots, that's the only time of day to get those photos. So as the balloons are constantly moving, you suddenly have to like scramble and switch spots. So it'll be like we're in one spot and then the photographer sees, oh wait, the balloons are going that way. And then we gotta like scramble up these dusty hills that are very slippery.
And thorny. We had to run through a patch of thorns.
I don't know how the ladies in the flying dresses are doing this.
Guys, look at that beautiful view.
It's worth it, right? Look at that. Okay, so this is our little vintage Porsche right here. Gonna do some photos here. The shots are looking so good. So this is a 1957 Porsche. I don't know who started this whole vintage car photo shoot thing in Cappadocia, but it's beautiful. The funny thing about doing this is that it's like an assembly line. Like every spot over here, every few feet, there's another photo shoot happening. It may be a bit of an Instagram cliche, but the photos, the visuals that you get out here are beautiful, so I can definitely understand why it's so popular. Okay, our next stop after this is a carpet shop. It's a real carpet shop, but it's become kind of a popular Instagram hotspot. And so now, in addition to selling carpets, they actually rent out their space for like 15 minutes at a time, 30 minutes at a time, so that people who want to get photos and videos in there can do that undisturbed. Now it's time for the drone shots. This is gonna look so cool. Okay, we are at the Kaymakli underground city. This region of Cappadocia was very prone to invaders. Everyone from like the Persians to the Turks would run through here. The villages created this system of underground caves where if they needed to hide, they could go down there. And apparently all these caves were like booby-trapped, and they're designed in a way that it would be really hard for the invaders to get in. So one word of advice, if you're prone to claustrophobia, don't try to go all the way through. Maybe just do the first couple of rooms and that's it. It does get very tight. The ceilings get very low, but it's very cool to see. Pretty amazing that they were able to construct all of this. They're believed to have been built somewhere between like 4th to 10th century AD. The lunch we had that day would end up being my favorite meal in Cappadocia. This restaurant had a great vibe and the food was excellent. I'll link it below along with every other place we visited on this trip. We've got a full itinerary from our Istanbul trip available too. Click that card right there to watch that video and to find links to all the attractions we visited in Istanbul. Okay, it is almost sunset and we are doing part 2 of our big photo shoot here in Cappadocia. So we are at the horse ranch. We're gonna take some pictures with the horses because of course this region is so much known for its horses and equestrian culture. This trip was heavy on content creation for us. But Cappadocia is not just about Instagrammable visuals. It's a place of incredible natural beauty, fascinating history, and it's a testament to human ingenuity and grit. Click that video right there to see our trip to beautiful Istanbul. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.